If you want to get more listings, the Nearby Homeowner Letter from Listings to Leads is one of the best ways to get listings quick and easy. This is something that our clients have been using for years to get more listings. I'm going to walk you through the 3 top use cases for it as either a listing agent, a buyer's agent, or a showing agent at an open house. I'm going to walk you through some success stories that'll help you make sure you're using it the best way possible. And then I'm going to walk you through how to actually use it so that you don't overcomplicate it and get the most listings possible in the easiest way possible. This is the letter, completely editable, but the more you leave it as is, the better it works. I've seen people, they'll get this letter, they'll over edit it, they'll add way too much to it. And the more you do that, the less effective it is. So the less you edit, the better it'll be. A few success stories for our clients using this. One of our clients, Elena here, her buyer was in contract on a listing. She added the listing to her Listing to Leads account, got the Nearby Homeowner Letter. She door knocked the neighborhood and got a listing before the listing even closed. So an absolute phenomenal way to make sure you're using it effectively. Our client here, Corey, 13 listings in 1 year from the same farm area that he dominates, in part because he's using the letter. So as he has a listing in that area, he uses the letter, gets more listings, and then keeps it up, and is now a dominant agent in that area. And then lastly, our client Bernadette here as well, door knocked with the letter, got another listing. In fact, she's got a few listings from the Nearby Homeowner Letter using it in a door knocking environment. So you can door knock, you can mail it, and I'm going to walk you through both of those ways. Here's another client of ours, Melissa. She says here she uses the letter, sends out 100 once or twice around the listing, and she gets listings regularly. Right here, I have regularly get listings from the Nearby Homeowner Letter, and you can read that there and pause this video if you want. Another client here, I love this because she will door knock with this letter before an open house, and sometimes they're not even her open house. They're open houses where she's borrowing the listing to hold open, will door knock and get more people to the open house. If you attend our open house training, you'll see how to generate more buyers and more sellers, not just from the open house marketing like this, but also from how to conduct and how to hold that open house in a way to engage more of those neighbors and more buyers and more sellers. So absolutely fabulous. And then another client here, Mike, used the Nearby Homeowner Letter, went door knocking around his listing and got some buyer leads from it. Absolutely amazing in that you can get listings, you can get buyers, you can use it as a buyer's agent, a selling agent, as a showing agent when you're doing an open house. There's a lot of ways that any agent can use this letter and get more listings from it and even get some buyers from it as well. How you find it and how you use it, log into Listings to Leads, click on Listings, and you're going to see here every status from coming soon, just listed, active, open house, pending, and just sold will have this letter. I've got an open house here. And the open house is great because you could be the listing agent or the selling agent to use the letter. At every status, the letter will change a little bit based on the status. The call to actions will change just a little bit automatically, nothing you need to do. You will find the letter by clicking the green market listing button. And then about a third of the way down here, it says Nearby Homeowners Letter. Go ahead and click that. You'll see 3 different letter options right there, and they all work the same way. First, I will click the download button. Now you can download it as a JPEG. So if you're using something like Mailbox Power, they will want a JPEG version. So that's perfect for that. There's also a PDF version here. So if you wanted to print and door knock, you wanted to print and mail it yourself, you got that option right there. Here's the letter. It's fully editable. And I'll just show you the smallest edits I would ever make in a second. But the letter here is letting the neighbors know that you are having, in this case, an open house at 15 Ambient Way on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. If it was coming soon or just listed, it would say that this home is coming soon, this home just listed. If it was pending or just sold, it would say this home is now pending and expected to close soon, or this home just sold. And it's letting them know now that in this case, because it's an open house, that when this home is sold, it will affect your home's value. The neighbors can go to the URL, can send a text code or scan the QR code to get to the single property website. Then they can also go to the URL here, get a free home value estimate on their home. But you're going to find people also call you directly because obviously your signature and all your information and your logo and all your branding is at the bottom right there. So this letter, whether we door knock or we mail it, we want to get this to, I would say, at least 100 homes around that property. And I'm going to show you a couple of vendors that you can use to mail it. The key is whether you do it yourself or you send it out, that the envelope looks like a personal envelope with handwritten font. And we've even had clients where they'll get colorful envelopes, maybe green, yellow, orange, red, get really fun acrylic markers. So it looks like almost like a party invitation that is being sent to those neighbors, because if it looks like a business mailing, you're going to get less results from it. So we want to make it look like a personal invitation. And again, door knocking is another great opportunity if you want to do that as well. A quick edit that you might make, you can see here it says edit. The biggest edits I would ever make would be, for example, for an open house, it could be amazing if you're doing a neighborhood preview Thursday from 4 to 6 for the neighbors only. You could take this letter and letting them know we're having an open house. You can say we're having and just click right in there, NEIG, neighbors only open house. And since it's going to default to when the open house is, but now you're having a neighbors only. So I'm going to say on Friday, and I'm just editing this here from 4 to 6 p.m. And if it's going to be a catered, you can say neighbors only catered open house. And now when I go to download this, either as JPEG or PDF, you're going to see that the edit that I made will now be in the letter. If it's pending, you might add, for example, I want to let you know that 15 Ambient Way in Folsom just went pending. And then you could add in 34 days with 3 offers and is expected to close soon. If it was just sold, you could say, I want to let you know that 15 Ambient Way in Folsom just sold. We got 15 offers, sold 30,000 above the Zillow's estimate in 14 days, right? Something like that. Obviously, that's very dramatic, but you get the idea. Don't do any more edits than that. If you start adding things about you start adding a lot more stuff to this letter, you're going to decrease the effectiveness of it. So be very light in any edits that you do. And you saw that actually Melissa doesn't even do any edits. She just uses it straight up as is. And a lot of people do. If you don't have any edits that you want to make to the letter, don't worry about it. Using it as is absolutely amazing. Now, there's a number of ways that you can get this to the homeowners. One is you can print and door knock. That's an amazing way to do it, because that way you get to talk to people. I've actually done that with agents where we've printed up the letter, we go door knocking, and the agent will door knock and talk to a number of different people, knock on the door, ring the bell, take a few steps back. And then when they open the door, hand them the letter, and you can say something to the effect of, hi, my name is Scott Pierce with L2L Realty, and I want to let you know that 15 Ambient Way around the corner just sold. We're having an open house, went pending, and I wanted to give you some information about that in case you're curious to know more about it. They're going to take the letter, they're going to look at it, and you will find oftentimes they may ask you a question, they may engage you more, and then you can have a great conversation with these people. Now, again, not everyone's going to want a door knock. So using a service like Mailbox Power, using Zaire Mail are 2 options that are really great, because they both offer handwritten font envelopes that are really the key to make sure that these letters get opened. We don't want these letters to get mailed and the people see something that looks like a business letter and they just throw it in the trash. We want them to take it into the house, open it up, take a look at it, maybe scan the QR code, send a text code, go to the URL, but we want them to engage the letter, and that letter needs to get into the house before they can engage with it. So that's really the key, whether, again, you're going to do it yourself or you're going to send it out to get done for you. Make sure that we got a nice first-class stamp, which both of these companies do, handwritten font, which both of these companies do. I would do my return address as, I wouldn't put my company name. I would just do Scott Pierce address, and make sure that you go by all appropriate rules for your MLS and everything when you're doing any kind of direct mail or any kind of marketing. If you have any questions on this, in the description of this video, if you're watching on YouTube, we're gonna have a link to our support post about it. This video will also be in the mastermind group Would love for you to comment on it, leave some feedback, leave your success stories. We want to hear from you. If you've used this letter, how you've used it, and what kind of success you've had with it. Again, we want to be consistent with the letter. We don't want to edit it too much. And we want to make sure if you've got the ability and you got the phone numbers for these people, you're also going to see right down here, we've even got a circle prospecting script. And of course, we've got door hangers and postcards, which are beautiful as well. So you got options. You don't have to use the Nearby Homeowner Letter, but we have found that Nearby Homeowner Letter is absolutely amazing for getting more listings as either the listing agent, the selling agent, or a showing agent around an open house. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll talk to you soon.